the end. They've tucked the body bag right underneath me. I can see bits of my flank, thigh and back sticking up over the side, and my skin is like marble.
Dust is the story of Alice, a woman who suffers with depression, who chooses to take her own life, and in doing so finds herself stuck in a sort of no man's land and has to experience the fallout of those actions. All I'd seen on television, it felt like to me, was a lot of, people sliding down walls and crying. And I found that very isolating, because that wasn't my reflected experience. And especially suicide, I find, is hugely irresponsibly represented. And so with Dust, that's exactly the concept of the show, but it looks at what the gritty reality of that would be like.
I don't trust any of them.
I wanted to write this piece because I'd suffered with depression myself for a long time, and anxiety, and I think I personally find that we're living in a time where it's completely acceptable to put your hand up and say that you suffered a poor patch of mental health and that you have sorted yourself out, as it were. But I don't feel it's currently yet completely accepted to put your hand up and say, I'm in the middle of something really scary, and where can I go and who do I turn to for help? If I want anyone to take anything away from the show, it's that suicide is not the answer and that there are resources around you. I really feel strongly about that, and I don't want anyone to come away from this show feeling that we glamorise suicide in any way, because that's how I felt watching other shows. I found that quite distasteful, especially when it's pitched at the most vulnerable age group that you often see again and again. I find that really, really quite abhorrent, and so this was my personal antidote to that.